is Natalie Stinger. I'm here in Electra, Texas today to do a review on my Electra Townie Path 9D equipped. It's quite a unique bicycle. I'm wearing a Dutch shirt today because with it equipped, it's kind of like a Dutch style bike, but with American flair because it's a cruiser. I chose Electra, Texas because of the brick streets, the historical nature of it, and I felt this bike, it's kind of a perfect match with the brick streets because with the wider tires, it's really smooths out the streets. And it's quite a pleasure to ride. And I recommend it over all the other Electras due to the fact that it has a cassette in the back rather than a freewheel, which makes it more durable, which a 7-speed on the rear is going to be a little bit less reliable due to the axle being more prone to bending, and it'll come out of adjustment quicker and easier than with an actual cassette, which the 9D has. The equipped model comes with lights front and back, full fenders, a dynamo hub up at the front, comes with a rear rack. I added a front rack myself when I was building the bicycle. The basket did not come with the bicycle, but I added it to it, as well as the bottle cage and a belt. But this bicycle, it's great for around town use, commuting. It's not a high-speed bicycle, but it's really good at pretty much everything else. We'll take a closer look here at just some of the parts on the bike. It comes with the rear reflector and then the rear light, and on the front it has the front headlight, which is totally adjustable, same with the reflector, and it runs down to the dynamo. The wiring to the rear light is integrated into this front rack, exits back there and runs back to the rear light through the frame, and all the cable routing and wiring is through the frame. This right here, the spring, it's an add-on that I put on. It's made by a company called Velo Orange. The purpose of it is that it helps hold the wheel and keep it from swinging side to side as bad, which it was doing naturally on its own. It comes with reflective sidewall tires, as you may notice. The brakes, I have a feeling this is due to supply chain issues. They're made by a brand called Power. I'm not really impressed with them. They do tend to rub. They're very sensitive to adjustment, where like some of your Shimano brakes, even on the low end, they aren't as sensitive to adjustments. I will say these tires, they're not Kenda due to supply chain issues. They're Chaoyang, but they're just about as good as Kenda's, if not better. I've had issues with Kenda tires recently, and to me the Chaoyangs, they aren't real bad at all. And given the tread pattern on these tires, it's actually a really nice tread pattern. Also, the pump does not come with the bicycle. That was something I added, and I do have a flat pack that is not with me that I use for the spare tube, tire levers, multi-tool. Overall, it's a really nice bike. It's good for, I'd say, up to about 10-mile rides, or if you split a longer ride into a couple different sections of like 5 miles and 5 miles, it's a great bicycle for that. Overall, it's just a really nice bicycle, high quality components. Chain guard is metal, front and rear rack, they're very solid. I wouldn't question carrying 50 pounds on the back rack. I know it's probably rated for, yeah, it's rated for 25 kilograms, which is probably more like 55 pounds. Both racks are MIK compatible, which, as well as this basket. MIK stands for mounting is key, and I'll remove this basket and show you how it looks without it. And MIK is this mounting system that is on the bottom of the basket. You can use a key, or you can just use your finger and push in that gray piece and lock and unlock it from the bicycle. I'd say it's really, really handy and convenient. This gives you a view of the bicycle and all of its utility with the front and rear racks on it. And it's a really useful bicycle. It's not a cargo bike, but the way it's equipped, it's getting very close to the utilitarianness of a cargo bike. The gearing on it, I'd say it's not really meant for hill climbing, but around town and on smaller hills, you can get up off the seat and pedal it pretty easily. It is good enough around town. It's a very solid bicycle. I'd say it's kind of like a Dutch style bike due to the comfort when riding it. And the EQ model, another thing it comes with, or another couple of things it comes with. It comes with a gel saddle, which the non-EQ model, I don't know if it does, but the Path does. It comes with ergonomic grips with the name Electra embossed into the front of the grip. The size of the tires on the bicycle, they're 27.5 by 2.4. It's quite a large tire. That's where it kind of ties back to its cruiser roots. The front light, I know it's decently good at night. It's a Spinninga Kendo Plus. Spinninga Kendo Plus light. It's 30 lux, which dynamo hub lights, they range from about 15 lux up to about 100. And at 30, it's good enough that you can ride at night without any issues. It does kind of illuminate a fairly rectangular beam pattern, which is also very convenient. Dynamo hub, it is a Shimano dynamo head up in the front, and in the back, I'm not sure on the branding on the hub, but I haven't had any issues with it, and the wheels did come really true out of the box. This is a bicycle though that your bike shop would typically be building for you once you order it. Just given my situation, I was building it myself. I did work for Trek at one point. I no longer work for Trek, so the opinions are my own. They're not of the bicycle. So my main dislikes about the bike are the brakes that they spec, those power brakes that are, well, power brand hydraulic disc brakes, because they do tend to rub. And one thing I found quite interesting is the front fork on the bicycle. It's rather flexible. It gives you a comfortable ride, but when you grab the brakes pretty tough, you will notice the fork actually flexing. And it's I understand it's a combination trying to make it comfortable while also being able to have some rigidity, but I guess in the end it's not really a downside to the bike, the flex, other than the brake rub that I get from the flexing of the fork, which if maybe it had a better brake component, it wouldn't be as bad. And that is about it for the bike, and what I think of it. So have a good one, y'all.